Hi there. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday for me, but whenever you come across this video is when you're supposed to receive the messages. This is a general reading for the collective, so for everyone. I've already cleared the energy of the cards, and these are the 10 cards that came out. I'll go through them individually with you, and then there's one oracle card here that we'll do at the end, okay? So the first card that came out is the Lover's card. This card talks about major choices, alignment, and relationships. Not only romantic relationships, but also the deep values, level choices we make between what's easy and what's true. So this card suggests that we are being called to align our actions and relationships with our true, authentic self. Okay, so anything that doesn't align with us mentally, emotionally, with like our values, Spirit is telling us to let go of that. Thoughts, people, situations, jobs, living situations, okay? This card is asking you to align your actions and relationships with who you truly are. Okay? To thine own self be true. So, yeah, going through a big change. Sometimes I'll just keep going. The next card is the Nine of Swords. This is a card about anxiety, sleeplessness, and overthinking. So this card is saying that we might be, there may be a lot of worry and fear energy that we're dealing with at this time. A lot of us may feel mentally overwhelmed by either uncertainty or guilt or the what ifs. This card is just highlighting how fear can cloud our decision making. You know, fear, false evidence appearing real. And then the Magician reverse, this is a major arcana, and this card, this shows blocked manifestation power. Some of us may be feeling disempowered. Some of us may be doubting our abilities, or we might this card could suggest that we're being manipulated by illusions. It could reflect it could be saying that we're forgetting our creative agency, or we're being swayed by misinformation. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition always, okay? Doesn't matter who I'm talking about. And I apologize if you hear banging in the background. It's just, there's some work getting done on my house right now. The next card is the Page of Cups reversed. This is a card of emotional immaturity or sensitivity. So this card, pages are messengers. So this card could be saying that messages of the heart are not being received clearly. And again, it can also mean creative blocks or a disconnection from your intuition. And then the next card is the Ace of Wands reversed. This card talks about delays in inspiration or motivation. I pulled a daily card. I posted it already on the single post there on my YouTube, and it was about inspiration, actually. If you want to have a little peek at that. So it's like a spark trying to ignite, but is dampened by fear or self-doubt. This card could be saying that many of us feel stagnant or burned out creatively. And then the Justice card upright talks about a turning point. It's a card of truth, fairness, and it's letting us know that karmic balance is being restored. This card in the middle of the reading acts as a pivot, suggesting that integrity, clarity, and honesty are the medicine for the confusion and fear shown over here. The Death reversed, Scorpio energy. This card talks about resistance to transformation. You know something needs to end or change, but you're hesitating to change it or release it. Collectively, it feels like we're clinging to outdated beliefs or habits or systems, even as they're no longer working. And then the Queen of Pentacles, this is a grounded, nurturing energy that returns. It talks about stability, care, and rebuilding. It's about focusing on your health and your home and your self-care. She represents the healing and anchoring after turbulence, after a chaotic time. And then the King of Cups. This card is about emotional mastery, compassion, and maturity. It's the balance between head and heart and mind. And it follows the Queen very, very nicely. It suggests that we are starting to regain emotional equilibrium and wisdom. And then the last card is the Four of Swords. This is a card about rest, recovery, and reflection. It's a necessary pause after mental and emotional exhaustion. Integration time is what it can represent. The card on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. The underlying theme here is planning the next move. This card is saying that we're at a crossroads. We're ready to choose the path forward with clearer vision after we've done some reflecting and healing. We have a new path that we're going to start going down. We've done a lot of reflecting and healing. So the overall energy of this reading is, Spirit is saying that we seem to be moving from confusion, anxiety, and disempowerment with the Nine of Swords and the Magician reversed. And we're moving towards truth, balance, and healing with the Justice and the King and Queen of Cups. The Queen, sorry. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. The Lovers and the Two of Wands show this as a choice point. So it's saying, will we continue operating from fear and illusion, or will we step into alignment and intentional creation? The Death card reversed reminds us transformation is inevitable, but resistance makes it painful. So once we surrender and trust the process, then the new beginning will ignite. Okay? Currently, things feel like they're being delayed because the Ace of Wands reversed. So Spirit is saying, release fear and reclaim your creative power. Make choices from integrity, from within, not from anxiety. Allow any necessary endings to happen. Nurture yourself and others through this transition. And rest and plan your next steps consciously. The future isn't blocked. It's just waiting for alignment. Okay? We're at the crossroads of transformation. We're moving from fear to alignment. Spirit is saying, choose truth over illusion. This is the pause before the rebirth. You're restoring balance after the storm that we've all just went through. This is a collective awakening. It's justice, it's healing and renewal. When the old falls away, then the heart will reclaim its power. This is a turning point of the soul. You're breaking the spell of fear. You're reclaiming your power and you're restoring peace in your life. And then the Celtic harp is the oracle card that came out. The harp connects heaven and earth through sound and vibration. It's a bridge between the human heart and divine harmony. This card is about healing through harmony, emotional resonance, reconnection with spirit, and restoring your inner balance. This card confirms that this collective cycle is about returning our frequency after a period of mental noise and emotional imbalance. When life feels dissonant, the harp reminds us that healing comes through finding our inner song again, aligning our thoughts and actions into one clear vibration. It's also a call to gentle creativity, to allow inspiration to flow naturally again after the Ace of Wands reversed moment of stagnation. Music, art, poetry, meditation and even silence become tools to restore connection with the higher self. The message is let the heart be your instrument. Tune yourself to truth, and harmony will follow. The collective is emerging from anxiety and delusion into balance, integrity, and emotional wisdom. This card says we don't need to force transformation. We simply need to listen deeply and allow the natural rhythm of healing to carry us forward. So that is a reading for everyone. I hope you found some guidance or insight from these messages. Thank you so much for letting me channel them for you today. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.